And welcome everybody to the second night and fourth match, I believe, of the Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer tournament. I'm Op82 or AWP82, whichever you prefer. And tonight we have JaggerG versus Clyde, and we appear to be off in SRL at least, but there's a bit of a delay on the commentary stream. So should be getting started any second now. Yeah, I don't know much. I don't know anything about Clyde, but I have raced Jagger a few times and watched a few of his runs, and he's a pretty good runner. He knows a lot of tricks. He's really fast, and you should see a lot of interesting stuff from him, at least. Should be a pretty fun race so far. So now we're off. Hopefully they won't pause after this text box. And one of them did. But Jagger didn't. You basically have to like stop spamming pause once the text disappears, and then kind of wait for a second or two for the screen to light up. Anyway, we're not going to be seeing any items until GMFC or we'll be seeing items in temple assembly site, but depending on the player's trick level, we might not get that item yet. But the first item we're most likely to get is at GMFC compound, which they can also duplicate with a slope jump, and you'll see when we get there. Right now they're just making their way over there. Just gonna take a few rooms. Normally in vanilla, this whole sequence, you would run into you would start with most of your items, and then a cutscene would happen. You'd lose your items, but in Randomizer, that's all taken care of. You start off in a post-item loss state, so it speeds up the process of just getting through here. Now that we're in, I don't know the name of this room, but Jagger is doing a slope jump to ride the crate in a cutscene. He's invisible in the cutscene, but he's on top of it, and he's going to get up to that ledge sooner than he would have if he had done it the vanilla way, which is going up to a gate and shooting a couple of targets, and pulls it off. There's a slight risk of falling out of bounds when you do that, I guess, if you skip the cutscene too late. But anyway, this is temple assembly site, and I'm going to take a peek at the item up here. If it's good, Jagger might attempt to get it, but if it's not, it looks like Dark Beam. And having raced him, he typically skips that check or that item until it's easier to get later, because the slope jump to get that item is very finicky. It's very precise, and it's easy to fail millions of times and waste a lot of time than you would just getting it normally later. And it looks like they're both skipping that for now. Yeah, if you're not confident in getting that like first try or first few tries, it's not really worth it. And what Jagger's doing right now is doing a slope jump to duplicate the item inside the crate. He gets it, and it's Seekers. So now he's going to have 10 missiles instead of 5, which will help him out a little bit later in the upcoming mini-boss fight. And there's a second slope jump to get up there that he just did. That's the easiest one of the 3, in my opinion. But They're all a bit finicky. They take practice. And looks like he's going to do another slope jump and scan dash to get up to that door ahead faster than you would just using the cannon. Although getting it first try or second try maybe would be faster, but if you're spending this much time on it, it's, well, okay, he gets it. Yeah, if you spend too much time on it, it's probably better to just do it the regular way. But he gets it. And now we're going to see what Dark Alpha Splinter has. There's 4 items in Great Temple. One we can only check for now. That's coming up at the save point underneath. And I'm just going to scan it. Just a missile. Okay, so we don't need to come back for that. But Dark Alpha Splinter himself has an item, and then there's 2 more ahead. So since he duplicated the missile, he's gonna use his seekers to get rid of these little ones faster and use the ammo drop system to be able to farm 10 more missiles. Yeah, there they are. Which will help him take down Dark Alpha Splinter faster. This stage right here, you have to shoot 4 charge shots. Then you have to like wait this little animation out. But then if you like shoot charge shots with missile shots in between, you could take them down faster than normally. And it looks like Clyde is making their way over here. And I gotta be honest, I was watching JaggerG more than Clyde. I should probably give them equal attention. And looks like we have the Violet Translator. Let me mark that. Where are they? Violet. Assume Jagger is on the left side of the tracker. Hopefully I get that. Yeah, okay. And we have another missile. But there's a hint you can scan, which gives us some intel on an item. The enemy in Temple Grounds. So it's probably bomb locked based on what we've seen so far. There's several bomb locked locations that he can check once he gets bombs, probably in Aegon. I have to resize this window. This tracker window. Okay, that's better. I missed the item in the ceiling in the hallway. Jagger left, but okay. Clyde gets his Violet. Maybe I'll see Clyde peek at it. And we have our space jump, which means we can go faster and get the item up here, get our dark beam. Okay, wait. We didn't get it yet. Space jump, where is it? There it is. Dark beam, okay. So with space jump and dark beam, we can check. Well, there's 2 dark doors I'm thinking of. One in Dark Aegon, one in Light Aegon, but we need bombs for one of them. which most likely gonna find an Aegon. Okay, what's that item up? Oh, he didn't look. Yeah, if it's anything important, Jagger will go back for it. And we have more ball bombs. Okay. So is Jagger gonna go straight to Aegon or turn back around and make some checks? He's making more checks. All right. Ball bombs. Where are they? Excuse me. This tracker's. Okay, there it is. Okay, no, he didn't backtrack. He'll check that later. And Clyde gets his base jump. Then I'll go ahead and mark Dark Beam. If Jagger peeked at the main plaza item, I didn't see it. I was trying to track items. If anyone in chat saw it, let me know. Sky Temple key on Chica. Oh no. Did anyone see what was at Mining Plaza? Okay, we got Dark Aegon key 1. Sky Temple key at a Cursed Lake, as usual. I didn't see what was at the top of the spider tracking, whatever that room is Jagger was in. And Clyde gets his bombs. Bombs. There it is. Chica, Sky Temple key 2. That's gross. I didn't see what the item was that Jagger just got. At least someone in chat caught that. Let's see, will we look at Mining Plaza? No. Okay, so I guess Jagger's fighting Bomb Guardian later. Interesting choice. Or not. I forgot about this little weird cutscene thing that just happened. If you go out of the arena, you can, I mean, once you trigger him, and walk out of the arena, the cutscene where you start to like do damage to him, that'll pull you back in. But once that happens, it kind of triggers the regular music again, so you can fight him without the boss music. Just kind of weird. It happened to me once by accident. I think it was when I skipped Dark Burst because I didn't want it, and then I went straight back through and triggered him again, and it just weirded me out. So once again, I caught a quick glimpse of what Jagger just got. It looked like beam ammo. If I miss any items, please let me know. It's a little hard to track both players and watch them at the same time. And commentate, but I'll do my best. And that, I can't tell what that is. It looks like Annihilator, maybe? I guess he's doing a BSJ to get up there. Not something I'm personally good at. I can't really do it to save my life, but they're really useful, as I've seen in other runs, and they can Save a lot of time. Hmm. Meanwhile, Clyde is fighting Bomb Guardian. Not quite getting the 2 cycle. I'm not sure if either doesn't know about it or just failed it. Depending on how long it takes Jagger to do this BSJ, might give Clyde some time to catch up. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, E-Tank. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't quite tell what it was. The commentary stream is a little bit lower in quality than the Twitch stream. And even though it's just an E-Tank, I mean, it was worth it at this point in the game to get it because in early game, especially in dark Aether, it's pretty dangerous, and E-Tanks come in handy. They help you not die. So, with what he has, or with what they have now, they can either check the portal, or I mean, they can go to labs, or they can go to Dark Aegon. I'm sure both valid checks. I think labs has more items in it, but Dark Aegon and fighting Jump Guardian is up 1 check, and Temple Grounds GMFC compound on top of the ship. Killing Jump Guardian triggers that. And that's typically a good item. Typically progression of some sort. And Jagger is opting to save warp back to Temple Grounds and do a slope jump to check Corpse, which has an expansion. And yeah, he's going to check the No Seekers or Hall of Honor Dead. And yeah, all he can do right now is check it. I don't think he has boost ball. So that looks like a translator, maybe. Oh, but he morphed back up into the hole, which would normally come out through the from the opposite direction. But he I'm confused. I thought he was going towards Torvis. Guess he wanted to show off that trick. It's pretty swag. But yeah, he just jumped back and morphed into the little hole. That's a way you can get out if you don't have Seekers. And Clyde opted to go into labs. While Jagger just fighting a missile, a Dark Missile Trooper. There's a few more checks he can make, but he can't check GMSC compound until he fights Jump Guardian, which Clyde may get around to for Jagger. And don't know the name. Oh, another E-Tank. Very nice. Another missile. Not so nice. Both plays haven't really yielded much so far, except E-Tanks, which is better than nothing. Not much progression yet. Now Jagger's headed back to Aegon. Probably do the same thing Clyde's doing. Oh no, it's, making the other checks. Forgot about those. One other check. We have here Inghive key. Useless. They're most likely going to get screw attack and be able to screw attack over the Quadraxis fight without needing the Inghive keys in most seeds, if quad is even required, which is rare in my experience. So most likely those keys are useless. That's why they're called meme keys. The only red keys you generally need to worry about are Aegon and Torvis, because Chica and Amorbis are required a lot more often. Although in rare cases, Quadraxis has been required, not even just because he had an item on himself, but he could also be required to go the vanilla light suit route and return the sanctuary energy and go back to Yumas at Great Temple. And you might even have to do that sometimes to get into an area that you've never been in, like Torvis, which has happened. And storage, spider ball. I don't know which storage room that is. It's storage, insert letter here. But yeah, spider ball. I mean, we can check the room Jagger's in right now. I forget the name. I didn't see what was at the top of that spider track, but the item is accessible. And it also opens up the first room in labs with the turrets, or the entrance to it, where he fought those pirates. There's a couple of spider tracks leading up to some turrets where you can, this room right here. Yeah, spider opens up that item. Not much else at the moment. Once he gets boost ball, like boost and spider balls combined, they'll open up a lot more by themselves. At least in A-Down. Didn't see what item was at the top of that room. I was looking at Clyde. Show. You can kind of get a glimpse of it in the cutscene while you're fighting them. Jagger opting to get that E-Tank, or skip it, or get it later. Sure. Might as well check this first. Yeah, normally you would have to use Spider to get up there, but you can also do a BSJ like Jagger just did, and or a roll jump to get across there. And you can also do scan dashes to get up there. Several different ways you can do it. And boost ball acquired. So that opens a lot. Movement system? I couldn't tell what that said. Anyway, he'll go back for it if it's important. Meanwhile, Clyde making his way through the laser tunnel, as Captain MD-13 calls it, the Yeet laser tunnel or whatever. It can be pretty dangerous without any tanks, but Clyde will be fine. Oh, and I need to mark distance. Yeah, ball for Jagger and Spider for Clyde. So I think that's what they have. Oh no, Jagger's getting Spider. Meanwhile, Clyde is at Dark Samus. Not sure what he's going for. Guess he doesn't want to fight her yet. Yeah, he could get an item if he kills her real quick, but I guess he wants to check something else first. Oh, I see. Good choice. Giving his ball or spider ball. No, boost ball. Meanwhile, Jagger is getting this item up here. I didn't. Oh, a key. Dark Aegon key 3. No, wait. He only has 2. So I need to mark the 2 there. Okay. I think he has 2 keys. Should mark boost for Clyde too. Got that. And I don't know if Clyde has any keys yet. I never saw him pick any up. And it looks like they're about to high five. Well, Clyde is fighting Dark Samus. Jagger on his way towards Dark Samus. And let's see. Wait, did he just jump on that? That's weird. Oh, another key. Inghive key. Gross. Actually, I think he might have 2 of those. I know I saw one of them pick one up before that. And they're high-fiving. if they get different RNG. Maybe Jagger can pull ahead here. Not quite. And Dark Samus is dead for both of them. Alright. And just a missile at Vanilla Dark Beam. So now I assume we're at least one or both of our players are going to go to Dark Aegon pretty soon. They've pretty much full cleared Light Aegon, as far as I can tell. What's that over there? Must be a missile. Expansion. Hey, Doc Samus. Nice to meet you again. She recovered pretty quickly, didn't she? So, I'm not sure where Jagger's going. Looks like he's headed back to Jump Guardian. Which makes sense, but it also makes sense to check the way he doesn't have light. So there's not much you can check in the back of Dark Aegon. Makes more sense to go here. So he's right. Not sure what Clyde's going to do next, but most likely something similar. And then, oh no, he's checking this item. Couldn't quite see what it was when Jagger peeked at it, but we'll know for sure in just a moment. Not sure why he's looking down. Wonder if that helps in a way. Those pirates in particular are pretty dangerous without, like, at least one E-tank, because without an E-tank and without Dark Beam, because they do a ton of damage, and you can freeze them with Dark Beam and shatter them, where it's kind of like Ice Beam in Prime 1, but that's a nice way to get rid of them fast. Otherwise, they can bully you really hard. Okay, I think it was just a missile, top of that room that Clyde got. Now we're in Dark Aether, where the atmosphere is dangerous. Without any suits, it does, I forget what the exact rate is, but it does a ton of damage, so you have to be careful and be fast, and take refuge in these light beacons or light bubbles that you see scattered about, which make things a little bit more bearable. But until they find Dark Suit, it's going to do a lot of damage. And Dark Visor acquired for Clyde. Mark that. And I didn't see what Jagger just got. Someone in chat saw it, please let me know. Light beam at junction site. I just noticed there's light visor under dark visor on this tracker. I guess that means echo visor. Nice name for that. So, both in Dark Aegon, one checking the front, the other checking the back, and Clyde is counting, seems to be counting on vanilla light beam being in its vanilla location, and he's going to be very disappointed to not find that. And he's most likely going to have to warp back to the ship just to get back to the front of Aegon and check that. So apparently Jagger made the better decision here. Because there's a two-way portal in the front of Aegon, and only one-way portals in the back. Or one, yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's killing Jump Guardian by shooting his hitbox before spawning the fight. Takes about 25 light beam shots or 25 charge power shots, and get his health down to almost 0, and then one more charge shot, and plus a single shot, or 2 more light shots will take him down. Nice little trick to speed up the fight, otherwise it will take forever while he's jumping around all over the place. So, no, it's not going to be light beam. There could be something good in this location. Feeding pit, I believe. But if it is, Clyde will have to backtrack for it later. And it's a visor. Looks like dark visor. Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to come back for that. And at this point, I don't remember if he saved at the save point on his way here, but if he had, would have been faster to just quit and restart at the save point. So now that Jagger is... I thought he was about to warp back. I'm not sure what he's doing. Or where he's going, rather. Might be going to check the light door side of the Aegon Temple. And subsequently Sanctuary, Spider side. Yeah, it looks like that's where he's going. Meanwhile, Clyde is warping back to the ship to check, well, not check anything, to basically get back to the front of Aegon. And possibly check some other items. What do we have up here? Another key. Aegon keys, so most likely, well, maybe not most likely, but highly likely a Morbus is going to be required if you get keys for him early. There have been cases where he'll bait you, but more than likely either a Morbus has something or he's guarding something at Mining Plaza, which is the first room in Aegon. First big room. Okay, so he's skipping Sanctuary for now. He's just going to check the back of Dark Aegon and get his Dark Visor, which then opens up the top of Battleground. Oop. It's like he's trying to jump straight up to that door platform. Normally I would jump up onto the pillar. It's easier to do that way, but yeah. Okay, Amber Translator. I thought that was Dark Visor. So now he can check, instead of Battleground, he can check Sand Cache, which, you know, typically has something useful or progression, but it can bait you sometimes as well. Nice scan dash. Oh, and there's the Dark Visor. Okay. I was getting my rooms and items mixed up. Okay, where's Dark Visor? Down here we have, looks like beam ammo. Yeah, those ink caches are pretty easy to miss from afar. It's better to shoot them up close. Oh, that's right. A suit. Okay. Fair enough. So we have. Excuse me, my throat's dry. Dark suit for Jagger. Meanwhile, Clyde is making his way into the front of Dark Aegon to fight Jump Guardian. Not sure who's ahead at this point. It seems like Jagger's a bit ahead, but they did things in a different order, so yeah, mostly the same items. Unless I missed any items for Clyde, it looks like Jagger's in the lead item-wise. Yeah, and if anyone in chat sees something that I missed, let me know. Excuse me. Clyde opting to do the full puzzle in this room. He must not know that only the third slot or thing, whatever you call it, is required. Windmill? I'm not sure what these are. I don't know what these contraptions are, but yeah, only the third part of the puzzle is actually required to trigger the cutscene that opens up that portal, which you can get to by doing a slope jump up to the platform that leads to it, to the morph ball or the track that leads to it. And you can either use standable terrain to bomb the thing, or you can do it the regular way from that platform. Either way. That light ammo expansion, I didn't see where that item was, but doesn't matter. Just light ammo. Thought the item at Dark Aegon Key was super missiles. Did he skip that? I don't know. I don't think any of them got supers. At least I haven't seen that. Yeah. Okay, so Jagger's making his way probably back to GMSC compound and probably a couple of other checks once he gets over there, which I'll explain if he does. Okay, he's checking Plane of Dark Worship. And you could also check Cursed Lake. I forgot what was there. Looks like, yeah, just a missile. Yeah, might look weird that he went all the way up there to get a good look at it, but sometimes you can mistake super missiles for regular missiles, so it's worth it to make sure. And Clyde getting his light beam. Sky Temple Key, okay. That's what it was. I believe that's his first one so far. Whoa, wait a minute. Sky Temple. Yeah. Okay. And Clyde opted to fight Jim Guardian the normal way. Might just not know about the hitbox strat. Either way, he takes him down, and okay, he's checking. Yeah, he's checking trial tunnel, which I believe Jagger did, but I don't remember what that item was. And Jagger seems to be on his way to Torvis, which he has all the items he needs for. He has Boost Ball, Dark Beam, Spider Ball. There's a lot he can do there. I missed what was in Trial Tunnel again. Dang it. Oh, okay, that looks like a translator. Thought that was light ammo at first because he checked it earlier and now I can actually get it. Emerald. Okay. And with Emerald, that opens up even more items in Torvis. Um, it also opens up Boost Guardian. So most of Torvis is open to him. Actually, all of it, to be honest. He doesn't have gravity yet, but he's likely to find that somewhere in Torvis. Tends to be there a lot. And yeah, I don't think Jagger has supers, otherwise he wouldn't be doing this. He just skipped the whole sequence or puzzle sequence thing uh, by doing a slope jump to go straight up to that portal. Normally would have had to go all the way around, do a little puzzle, and then ride a platform all the way back around. Would have taken a while. And before we go to Torvis, we're going to open up a little shortcut right here and check ahead. Quadraxis guarding a missile, so Quadraxis might not be required. Again, we haven't seen a hint for what the vanilla light suit item is at UMass, which could be required. It rarely is, but it could be. So now we're in Torvis, while Clyde is still in Aegon, getting his Amber translator. Something like that. There it is. I didn't see what was in Torvis Lagoon. Saw Jagger scan it, but I was trying to mark Clyde on the tracker, so I missed what it was. There's Sync Watch Station Access, I believe. There's another Sky Temple key. So the joke hint you just saw could be a progression item that he needs. We'll just have to go there and check eventually. And by joke hints, I mean where the item color, the text of the item color is green, so it's not a real item that's in this game. It's typically like something from Metroid Prime 1 or Prime 3. Well, Clyde really needs his dark suit. And he gets it. I'm sure he's feeling really good about that right now. And meanwhile, Jagger is doing ESJ to jump over the gate and skip having to use Torvis Grove, or get here through Torvis Grove, and open up the gate with Boost Ball, or with the spinner. But I mean, since he has it, I mean, he's probably going to open it up anyway. It's a clever way to get there earlier than usual. Clyde gets light ammo. And what's up here? More light ammo. And no pirates. Usually pirates appear in this room. Dark Commando pirates, which can... Oh, nice. Wow, Jagger did that a different way than I've normally seen it done. He skipped the whole sequence of like spider tracks around the whole room just to get that item. Basically, when you get up to the spider track in front of the spore, you boost up and then morph. Like you hold up and then boost, then unmorph almost instantly, and you'll land on one of the pillars above the spore and be able to jump up to the cannon and get the item that way. Saves about a minute, maybe 45 seconds. Okay, Clyde getting his first Aegon key, to my knowledge. Might have more, and I just missed them. Can never get that skip to be consistent. Yeah, it takes a bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it gets easier every time. Unless you just have one of those bad days where you can't get it, even though you're good at it. Okay, nice cutscene overlap. Or did he? I didn't even see what the item was. No, wait, never mind. He didn't do that. He doesn't have power bombs. Okay, Skytable key. I think it's his second one. Might be his third one. I'm not sure. Now Jagger is going to. Well, okay, he already did. Going to overstick one. There's his super missiles. Where's that on the trigger? Super. There it is. Oh, and I forgot to mark Seekers for both of them. That's the first item we got. We saw Jagger just was a scan dash to skip having to turn the bridge. It's a bit quicker. and it just it gives you access back to the portal if you need to go back to it, because once you move the bridge, you don't have what you need to jump to it. Then in the light world, then you can't get there anymore. Unless you have screw attack. Terrible door opening. Yeah. Yeah, the doors in this game are very uh, slow, as they are in most Prime games. They're basically loading times disguised as just slow opening doors. So whenever the longer a door takes to open, the bigger the room tends to be that's loading. At least that's my interpretation of it. Light ammo expansion at EMOS. Okay, quad is dead. Not required at all. Power bomb expansion at, I forget the room name. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with all the game. I know some of them. This one right here is Putrid Alcove. And the other one further back before the portal was, I think, Venomous Pond? I'm not sure. Now he's making his way over to Boost Garden, which it's a 50-50 chance of having progression in my experience. Some item locations are weighted a, like some are more likely to have progression than others. I'm not sure why or how it works, but it's my typical experience and a typical experience of a lot of other people that I know. And just a missile this time. And he failed to boost straight up the middle to get there. You can, if you gain enough momentum, you can boost straight up the front of that little half pipe, like you tried to do, and make it up. Uh, hmm. Okay, he's wandering back to the ship. I thought he was going to go check or go back to Meditation Vista. So he might be headed to Sanctuary now. He has everything he needs to go in Sank entrance. Or no. He's checking his hints. Sky Temple key hints. You need 9 Sky Temple keys total. And so far, to my knowledge, he's found 2 of them. And we'll get a confirmation of how many he has once he checks his hints. Or once he reaches the Sky Temple gateway. And we'll get to see where the rest of them are. And then he can just zero in straight to them instead of wandering around aimlessly, hoping to stumble upon them. It's a pretty useful tool for Rando. Save some time. Meanwhile, Clyde getting his Sky Temple key to my knowledge. At least I think that's what it was. At a cursed link. I have a bad short-term memory, by the way. Apologize. Yeah, Sky Temple key. Okay. Go ahead and mark that. Oh, uh-oh. Couldn't reach it. There we go. Okay, Jagger has 3. Let's see what the rest are. Dynamo Works, of course, that always has something. Airy, ew. Couldn't see what the third one was. Dark Tortoise. Ugh. Chica's required. Path of Roots. Windchamber Gateway. Okay. Yeah, some of those are kind of gross. Chica is the main boss of Dark Tortoise, and the fight takes forever. Nobody likes Chica. Nobody I knew, anyway. And Dynamo Works is Spider Guardian. But, you know, the boss itself isn't too bad. It's just kind of a meme that Spider Guardian always has something or is guarding something. It's one of those locations that are weighted to always have something. Yep, Airy. That's Dark Samus 2 and Sanctuary. Cannonball is allowed tournament. It's not expected, but if you can do it, you can do it, and it can save time in the Chica boss fight, especially because you can one-shot adult phase. Yeah, Ares Strikes Back. I'm surprised it didn't happen in Kirby and Mighty Caesar's match earlier today, because Kirby typically always has a key or something in Ares. It's kind of a meme with him. Jagger gets his 4th Sky Temple key. Vanilla Echo, yeah. Yeah, that's been going to happen. It happened to me, actually. Ago. And I wasn't happy about it. Vanilla item verification Rando tend to be a troll because it's like one of the last places you would think of looking at Rando, obviously. So, you know, typically if it trolls you like that, you end up getting it later than you should, unless you've been burned enough times to know to expect that. Keep the meme alive, yes. I didn't see what was up there in the wind chamber. Looks like Jagger wants it though. Or maybe not. I mean, he could get it if he wanted to. Oh no, maybe he was just farming for a power bomb. Get to the other side. Yeah, that's probably. And he's using roll jumps to get across. Not sure how they work. I think you roll off a platform, and as you're rolling off, your morph ball kind of falls out of view as the camera's following and over the ledge. And as you're not visible for that few seconds, you can unmorph, and then you'll do an instant unmorph. And like I think there's a 3-frame window where you can jump out of that instant unmorph. And that's how the roll jump works. I've never pulled one off myself, but they're pretty useful in the runs that I've watched. It looks like Jagger's checking phase on grounds. While Clyde is getting his Emerald Translator. Go ahead and mark that in advance. Normally you would need screw attack to get across here, but Jagger's doing a BSJ to get across, which I haven't seen before. I normally see people do roll jumps to get across there without grappler screw attack. That item over there must not have been important. Couldn't quite tell what it was. Looked like an E-tank. But yeah, I'm gonna say Sanctuary is probably the best play for Jagger right now. And it's right on the way. Yeah, to get in the Sanctuary entrance, you need Boost Ball, Light Beam, and Dark Visor and Seekers to get through to Sanctuary. And to get the Sanctuary entrance item, you also need Boost and Spider Ball. Basically, I'm just reiterating the same point that the items he has is leading him here. And looks like Jagger is probably one item away from Gomo. All he needs, or two, possibly two. I mean, he still might need Echo Visor. He still might need Annihilator. Still needs Screw Attack to beat the game. I hate that attack where it messes up your visor. Lasts so long. Not sure why he doesn't just go and use Dark Beam. He's got ammo for it. Anyway, what Jagger's doing right now is like going halfway down the hallway so he can spawn the well, not just those pirates, but spawn the turrets he needs to get the item in this room. They won't work otherwise in the first layer of the room. Tempe, Sanctuary, Energy Controller. That is. I guess it's not important. since he's skipping it. Yeah, those little things he just boosted through, you're normally supposed to shoot them, but you can boost through them. It's a little tricky, but keeps having to like shoot them and wait for them all to blow up and back away from them so they don't kill you. Making that jump look so easy. That series of jumps Jagger just did, the third platform that he got on, a bit tough to get up to from the angle he came at it from, and he did it backwards, so that's impressive. And he's also doing a BSJ and some standable terrain to get this grapple beam, which can do without boost. It's not only quicker, but it's a loose ball skip if you need the item up there. Can't tell what that was in there. Must not be important since it's getting it. And we have screw attack and forget the room name. Caretaker drone room. That's what I call it. Didn't realize you could 3BJ up there. Good to know. Yeah, I apologize if I'm watching Jagger more than Clyde. For some reason, I just mostly tend to look to the left while I'm watching these things. Either way, they're both in Sanctuary, and yeah, I'm not sure what item. Not sure. I'm still not sure if I missed any items for Clyde. I hope not. But I probably did. Item loss skip is already basically you start the game within the post item loss state, so you don't even have to do that. The second layers of the rooms are loaded, and you can just go through without having to do any of the story sequences or tutorial things that you would have to do. Okay, grapple for Clyde. Do that for Jagger too. Oh, he also got screw attack. So, where's that? There it is. Yeah, item lost, skip. That's the idea. It's a built-in item lost, skip. Yeah, you still have to get bombs. You just don't start with them and lose them. They're already lost when you start the game. So you still have to hunt for them. Unless you have settings that allow for starting items. Then you could start with either random items or items of your choosing. Yeah, you start with nothing. Exactly. It doesn't make you go through the motions of watching the ing take your stuff and all that. Another E-tank at Hazing Cliff. Yeah, it looks like they're semi-high-fiving right now. And Jagger is doing a trick to target the seeker locks without jumping across to the other side of the chasm. Saves a bit of time. You don't have to waste time shooting all those little shriek bats. Although I'm not sure what he's doing at the moment. Meanwhile, we have a suit at Hive Dynamo Works. Wow, see what I mean? Spider Guardian is always required in one way or another. I mean, we already knew that from the Sky Temple key hints, but I didn't expect the suit to be there too. Although light suit may not be required. Like they already have dark suit, so depending on what's light suit locked, they might need it, but it doesn't seem like they will. So I don't remember any Sky Temple keys being light suit locked. And the only items they could still need are uh, maybe Echo, Visor, and Annihilate. And maybe Gravity could be light suit locked, but it's not likely at this point. Oop, Clyde fell down there. Hmm. I guess he changed. I guess Jagger changed his mind and decided to check watch station access and the rest of this first. Oh, that was clever. He was using the frozen Resbit shield to jump over to the standable terrain that he just got to this way. This skips having to ride the more spider ball tracks all the way around just to like get to that bomb slot. Um, it's a good time save, or a minor time save, but the slope jump that I know of to get up to the standable terrain is pretty tough for me personally, so I prefer to just do that the vanilla way. Okay, you got Cobalt. But if you can pull it off like first or second try, it's a minor but decent time save. Meanwhile, Clyde's gonna have to backtrack to uh, Watch Station to get his Cobalt, and we have Annihilator. Okay, where's that? There. So, unless Echo Visor is required, looks like Jagger might be in go mode. Yeah, Echo and Gravity are two things you could possibly still need at this point. Oh, that was a nice, a well-placed screw attack. Normally I would like go down to land on the side of that, out of the way of that little window. I never thought of jumping on that either. There's something new every day with this game. Oh god, I looked down. I looked down at my phone to read chat, but I didn't see what was involved. Must not have been important. Um, I don't know actually. Yeah, they could be required for Torvis keys. I think Chica was required or is required, so they do need all three Torvis keys. I don't remember if we saw an Amorbus hint, but if Amorbus is required, then we would need all three of those keys. And Clyde getting back up to the top of this room with a slope jump. Um, the spider track beside him only activates after you kill Spider Guardian, so that's why he's having to do this. Bit of a tricky jump, but once you get the feel for it, it gets more consistent. And he's giving up on it. Dark Ammo expansion. I didn't see the full hint. I only saw what the item said, but I don't know where the location was. Could have been a boss or something. So if it was a boss, like Chica, no, not Chica. A Morbus, for example, then a Morbus might not be required. So Jagger is heading over to Sanctuary Temple and Spider Guardian, while Clyde is making some checks in Temple grounds. Not sure where he's going next though, because he was already in Sanctuary. Kind of looks like sunburst down there. No, I couldn't see it. I guess Jagger's screw attack failed and using standable terrain to get back up there. Pretty nippy little trick. Torvis key 2. So he has all 3 Torvis. No, he has 1 Torvis key. Wow. We still got 2 more to go. And they can be anywhere. Now, in the Spider Guardian fight, if you have Spider Ball already, first and final set of Spider Tracks actually work during the fight. So, oh, my commentary stream froze. Uh-oh. I might need to refresh. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's buffer. Oh, now it's getting a ton of frame drops now. Okay, now we're back to normal. That was weird. I lost my train of thought. Looks like Clyde is doing the puzzle to get to Torvis the intended way, which takes a lot longer than the slope jump Jagger did. You may not know about it. Huh. It's a clever way of bombing Spider Guardian like that. I never thought of that. Jagger's a pretty clever guy. Oh, that's weird. The Twitch stream uh, dropped out a bit too. Hold on. What are we? I think we're 4. SpeedGaming. Okay. No. Sorry about that. Just having a bit of tech issues over here. By the way, there is a way to get the Hive Dynamo Works item without fighting Spider Guardian, but I think that requires out of bounds, which I'm sure Jagger is capable of. He can do that. But we don't know what Spider Guardian himself had until now. And it had a key, so. Which, yeah, we did read the hint for that key, but I forget what was at the top. I think I got my Spider Guardian himself and the Atom up top mixed up. So that's my bad. It's 3 items total that Spider Guardian guards. Hmm. The nice way to do that. Jagger has his suit. There's the. Light suit, light suit. Oh, very nice. Oh, dark. Okay. So unless echo visors required, Jagger is in go mode. And Clyde gets his second Sky Temple key, to my knowledge. Meanwhile, never what I was going to say. So Clyde seems to be full clearing Torvis right now. I don't think any of them have been to lower Torvis. So, yeah, I'm not sure what could be down there besides Echo and maybe some Sky Temple keys. Seems like they've both been pretty much everywhere at this point. Or at least partially cleared each area. I'm still not sure how far behind Clyde is with his items. That's kind of my fault since I haven't paid as much attention to the items he's gotten. So I guess Jagger's now checking the power bomb wall with the light door down here, as he couldn't before. Or no, maybe he's just checking the head. Red Temple Chi, the Torvis Energy. Okay, yeah, he is checking each set of photo. And we have another power bomb. And meanwhile, Clyde is making his way over to Torvis. See what that has. Ah, there's gravity. Okay. Now we have all of lower Torvis open to us. As far as I can tell on Clyde's side. Still needs super missiles, so okay, you can't go there yet. Now I forgot where super missiles were. Or Yeah, I forgot what they were. You know, Jagger has. So I'm not exactly sure how far apart in progression they are. Looks like Jagger's doing some cleanup while Clyde is still looking around. Um, his super missiles, screw attack, and echo visor. He hasn't checked hints yet, so at least I didn't see him check them. Uh-oh, wait. Uh, Clyde says he's glitched. I'm not sure what he means. Hold on, let me ask him. Said in SRL chat that he's asking him how. I mean, he's not soft lock as far as I can tell. Still get out with dark beam. Flying space pirates need to kill him. Stuck way in the. Oh my God, they're stuck in the sky. How did that happen? Oh my God, it's like I didn't see how that happened, but apparently the pirates are stuck way up in the sky and he can't reach them, so he's offline. Did anyone see what happened? Yeah, pirates firing him from outer space. I'm asking him how it happened. Apparently no one in chat saw it either. Huh, that's weird. Meanwhile, Jagger like shot the beacon with Annihilator and he is running towards it, but getting it. Anyway, ask him where he last saved. Bit back. So it must have been a while since Clyde saved. Says he might be able to hit him and aim. Let's see if he gets it. Wow, that's never seen that before. Says he think he got stuck under the ship that was supposed to take off. Man, I wish I had caught that. I think I was glancing at Jagger. Yeah, apparently he's gonna keep trying to shoot at the pirates, but if he doesn't, then it looks like a soft lock, and I don't remember last time. So if he hasn't saved in a while, it could cost him a lot of time. Basically, Clyde somehow got the pirates in this stuck in the sky, and I missed how it happened because I was looking at Jagger's screen. But he can't kill. If he can't kill the pirates, then he's soft locked. I don't know how they got up in the sky, but at that distance, like you can't really hit them at that distance. They're too far up. He says he got stuck under the ship that was take off while he was in morph. I don't know how he got stuck under it or stuck. Like I'm not even sure how that would cause that. Yeah, it's one of those things I blinked and missed. Man, that's unfortunate. Oh no. He's basically looking an angle that he can like stare up at them and aim at them and hit them from. I don't know. I mean, if he gets soft locked and runners agree to a rescale. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, he says he's going back to his last save, but he thinks the run is dead. So that means they could either agree to a rematch or Clyde could just forfeit and Jagger could finish his run and take the win. But he only gets the win if he finishes. So when he reloads his last save, we'll see how that goes. Chaotix the pirate somehow got stuck in the sky, and I wasn't looking when it happened, so I don't know how it happened. But he can't he can't target them anymore at that distance, so he's soft locked. You have to kill the pirates to leave the room. Excuse me. Beldor and Zlo had a double. Oh wow, what happened? I only caught like the beginning of that run. Slow forfeited, and then Beldor didn't pick up PB Guardian item, and Dark Oasis could never be open in there. Oh, so Beldor basically soft locked himself by not getting the item. That's some. Wow. Looks like Clyde might be forfeiting. Or he said GG's to Jagger. SRL chat. So he could just be waiting for the dot done at this point. Yeah, there's the forfeit. He just forfeited an SRL. So let me go ahead and mark forfeit this side. And we'll see if we can get him in here for an interview. Unless he just wants to keep playing. I clicked forfeit, and now that that should automatically send him a bot invitation for an interview. Okay. Let me see. Oh, hey, there you are. So, what happened? I missed that.
Okay, so you know when you're first going to do when there's space pirates on the ships they have the machines they fly around on. So
Uh-huh.
I boost balled under there and I got stuck under there for a couple seconds and then it like made it go whack. So then I killed one flying thing and then the song kept playing. So I was wondering like, okay, maybe it's just taking a while. Sometimes that happens. But then I looked up and I destroyed all the boxes and looked up and I saw some bullets flying down and I realized, oh crap, he's stuck up there.
So basically, just boosting up that caused that to happen. Did you, like, how did it go, like, out of whack? Did you see it, or was it above you?
No, so like it it goes straight in a line and then goes up, but like it kind of like jerked a bit.
Oh,
And then
wow, that's unfortunate.
I don't feel too bad about it. Like I told Jagger,
Yeah.
I figured he was gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah. What do you think of the seed overall?
It was good. It was actually it was pretty dang good. I've never had to go into Torvus Bog the regular way before in a seed like this, so that
Yeah.
was unfortunate for me. But I guess he
Yeah.
has to do because super missiles are in Torvus.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, there's a jump you can do to skip that puzzle you did to get into Taurus. It's like as you walk in and in front of the portal, there's a couple of rocks where you jump
Oh,
between
so
them.
there's a ghetto jump there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and you can
Yeah,
make it
like
up
I said,
there.
I've never really had to do that before because I usually have super missiles at that point.
Yeah.
I was, I would say I was a bit disappointed that I didn't have power bombs at that point either. Like usually you have power bomb runs.
Yeah, Power Bomb. Jagger picked up 2 expansions. I forget where they were, but
Okay.
we haven't found main Power Bombs yet.
Huh. Yeah, I wonder were they in Torvus or did I just miss them in Aegon? I guess I'll watch Jaggers after I'm done.
I've been kind of a bad commentator. I've like been looking back and forth between your screens, and I'm like missing things constantly while I'm looking back and forth. So I wasn't really sure where you were item wise.
I had the grapple beam. I had the dark visor. I knew where the light suit was.
Uh huh.
I just need you just need the cobalt, translate, and the power bombs to get the light suit. Then
Yeah,
you so I went into Sanctuary. That was a bad idea because Sanctuary. I got the grapple beam in Sanctuary though, so that's pretty good.
yeah. There was, I mean, you would have had to go there eventually because
Yeah.
one of the
You have to
keys were
fight.
there.
Yeah, you do have to fight Chica in this run
Right.
because Chica has a Sky Temple key, and I found a Dark Torvus key in Sanctuary. So that was I
Yeah,
figured it was net positive because of that. Um, but I made a bad judgment call going into the Spacefire base Dark World without light beam,
yeah.
which cost me a lot of time. But I don't even know why I did it. Like it's the
I
risk
mean,
was
you
so
know, rando's gonna rando. You make
yeah,
gambles and they either pay off or they don't.
yeah. Risk versus reward on that one is kind of low though, so I was yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Overall, yeah, it was good. I'm disappointed that because that it was a good seed, so I am disappointed that I'm not able to finish the seed and
yeah,
go back later. But yeah, I'm not really disappointed that I had. Like I said, I'm sure Jagger is going to win anyway. So
yeah. I mean, you know, things happen, so
yeah,
it's
but
just part of it.
I gotta make sure that that VOD's on Twitch though, so I'll go do that real quick. You got any other questions or?
Not really. I was just gonna ask you best of the
Sorry,
scene.
you cut out there. You
I was gonna
just
ask
asking.
you what the best part and worst part of the scene was for you.
I think getting the spider ball and boost ball and jump, or just like the secret divide of major items is really good. Like getting the space jump right off the bat was great. And then
Right.
immediately after that, getting the bombs and the dark beam was good. And then the positioning light beam was really good too. I just missed it the first time going. And
Yeah.
just ball and spider ball back to back was really good. I
Yeah.
was trying to avoid fighting dark out a power bomb because it's just a lot easier to do with a power bomb. It's just a lot faster.
Fighting dark what? You cut out.
Dark Samus, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a one hit with a power bomb, so it's
Yeah.
really fast with the power bomb. But yeah, and then I think the worst parts are for sure just that I didn't do the regular entrance to Torvis, and that I didn't have any power bombs at that point. So,
Yeah. Yeah. It's nowhere near as bad as suffering that Diggle went through. Uh,
what happened to him?
he ended up like almost dying a lot. Like he had to stand in light bubbles for a while, among
Oh,
other
really?
mistakes and soft locks. It was kind of fun to watch, but probably suffering for him.
Would you say I was farther than him at that point, or was I
Farther than Jagger? Um,
farther than Jagger?
I'm not sure actually. It seemed like you were behind on items. That could just be my fault because I, might have missed whatever you had.
Yeah, I think the major items I was missing was the Echo Visor, the Annihilator Beam, the Cobalt Translator, the Power Bomb, and the Screw Attack, and then the Light Suit, and that's it. But I know the
Okay.
Light Suit.
Yeah. Then
Yeah,
I would say Jagger was ahead item
yeah.
wise, but you did pretty much
Okay,
the
that's fine.
same things, just in slightly different orders.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I'll watch his and see how he does it, and see what he did.
Yeah.
So, I was when I was getting out of Sanctuary, I was trying to do that ghetto jump, and then while I was doing that, I was like, okay, wait, I could just go back to the starting point at this point, and it'll probably be faster to get to Torvis from that way. So, just
Yeah. It's probably faster to walk. Oh, were you trying to get there through Aegon to the side?
oh no, I was actually just like going back the way I came, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe I should just do it.
Uh,
I could have gone through Aegon. Just well, no, that probably would have been a good idea because it had a super notices at that point. So yeah, I think I was just trying to get back to our game.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll wait for next round. This next round starts when everyone's done with this round. Then
Yeah. They last up to
20
about a
minutes.
week or two. Yeah. something like that.
Okay. Well, I look forward to that, I guess. That was fun.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See the interview.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, Jagger's finishing up here. I missed it. To my knowledge, he has 5 keys now. He might have more, but pretty sure he's in good. Oh, and my Twitch stream keeps cutting out. Okay. Let me catch up on chat. Bellador Clyde soft locked because he was in Light Torvis Temple, and he boosted under the ship that takes off with the pirates, and somehow that caused the ship to like jerk up into the sky, and the pirates ended up way too far in the sky for him to shoot and kill. So he was soft locked in that room. I didn't see exactly how it happened. Probably watch the VOD after this. Dark Seal thinks the pirate may have come down eventually. This had happened to someone else before. Come down at some. Weird. He didn't remember last time he saved it. Seemed like he hadn't saved in a while. Oh, like an hour back. Okay. Second accident tonight. Oh, that's right. You and Zlo had a double forfeit. Is that right? I heard someone say that earlier. Like, I don't know why Zlo forfeited, but I remember someone saying you soft locked yourself by not getting the Powerbomb Guardian item. SDK and Dark Oasis. Oh, that's gross. Sorry to hear that. So even though I'm probably behind on how many keys Jagger has, we'll find out at eventually get there. Some of the keys were in Torvis, so it's just doing cleanup, basically. You knew we needed to kill Powerbomb Guardian. Not that you need to pick up the item. Yeah, you have to get the item. Like, at first I thought you just had to kill him to actually have to get the item to spawn cash. It's kind of dumb. In 9 months of Rando, you never had anything in Dark Oasis. Of course, and it has to be a tournament race. Yeah, tournaments have like this weird luck about them where it's like practice goes good, but then once you're in the tournament, the seeds are cursed. It's something in the air, what it is, but it's fun to watch, that's for sure. Yeah, Dark Oasis rarely has any. So I don't blame you for being surprised. Not much to say at the moment. I mean, basically just getting the rest of our keys and making our way back to Sky Temple. I've already fought Chica. I don't know if he's done Airy yet. He might still need to do that. So I know Airy was required. Yeah, he might be doing that now. Yep. I wonder how he boosts across that spider track. I didn't even know you could do that. Seems like he would easily fall off if he did that. Both Chica and Quad required, and wow, that's disgusting. Quad's not so bad, but Chica can go die in a fire. Get the instant boost from Dark Samus to. At least it didn't last that. Usually, when I fight Dark Samus 2, that boost for like a million years. Several times during the fight. She got Annihilator, beating Quad, and STK. So when STK was at UMass? Is that what you mean? And Annihilator was vanilla? It's pretty gross. Oh, it was at Quad itself. Oh, that's a nice little. Wow, I really got to learn that. Never been sure how you land at the point that he landed on. I usually fail that when I try it. So I Sky Temple key acquired. So he has 6 now, I believe. But I love how the tracker just sees my input. I think he is in go mode. He doesn't have echo, but I mean, right now he's just basically cleaning up, looking for keys, and ready to beat the game. And I can't remember if any of the keys were um, echo locked. Let's see where he goes next. He's warping back to the ship. Still doesn't have a key. Jagger checked hints. I don't remember where they all were. He he definitely checked them, and he has all the items he needs to get most, if not all of them. Unless I'm wrong and he actually has all now. The text just didn't show up. Sometimes it doesn't show up to say like, oh, you have all Sky keys. I actually I'd have them back. Confirmation. Oh, he has them all. Okay. So 9. So yeah, he's in go mode. Set it to final bosses. This will definitely be a sub 220 for sub 230, if not sub 220. Is on the shorter end of the spectrum, let's say. Not the shortest. I mean, we did have one last night that was an hour and a half. But typically, at least in my experience and people I know, it's typically 2.5 to 3.5 hours. See? Excuse me. Yeah, these final bosses shouldn't, knowing Jagger's skill and trick level, be able to work these out. Sure, he's good with tempering, perhaps. Pretty sure he knows. Yep. Else might even be sub 215. Nice one cycle. Knows the phase 3 trick? Nice. Just getting a nice phase 2. Strategically placing the bombs and pulling around the tentacle, them out at the right time, and bomb bombs at a time. Inglets get me away a little. It's not too bad. Now we have screw attack bring pretty few. Basically, yeah, there's a hitbox under Ring 3's belly, and you have to screw attack under its belly as low. And if you place it just right, you can one shot and bring. Otherwise, it takes a few attempts. But it does do damage. I don't know the exact damage rate, but it speeds up the hit rate significantly. And he's, yeah, he's still in the DS4. He could still get trolled, like fails some part of it. Dark Samus decides to go up into the DS4. Basically, you just have to shoot missiles at her, or even in any direction. Put up her shield. Oh, okay, now she went to DS4. Yeah, she has to put up her shield and attack her, and that does damage. And it can skip the DS4 phase if you're quick enough. Otherwise, this part of the fight isn't bad at all. Basically, you aim straight up, and dodge the particle, or no, dodge the projectiles and collect the particles and shoot her. And basically, you have to aim straight up so you get hit by the particles and make Samus stagger her aim, jerk her. It kind of messes up your aim. So the best way to deal with that is to aim straight up without locking up. We have 4 hit to go. 2 more. 1 super hit and first spark hit. He doesn't care right now. He's just taking damage. It's fine. And GG's to JaggerG. GGJG. Done. So, should be coming in for short. Just checking to see if should have gotten the bot in. Okay. Yes. Hey, what's up, Jagger?
Hey.
GG.
Thank you. That was an interesting seed.
Yeah.
Chica and Airy.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like he kind of took Kirby's place this time. He didn't carry this afternoon, but he usually does.
I'll have to take a look at his match. Did he get Airy too?
No.
Or no? No? Wow, okay.
No,
I was
so
just borrowing skills from him.
So what do you think overall about the not the jettest, but it was jet compared to at least to mine. Mine's not.
Kind of win all over. Like I usually don't have to full clear Aegon to get access to either Torvis or Sanctuary, and in this seed I did. I wound up finding Light Beam after all of Pirate Labs, which was kind of convenient because I got Boost and Spider.
Yeah.
And I did check Call of Honor dead, so I knew where Emerald was. I kind of forgot it for a while, but I was gonna try to go to Torvis through Aegon before realizing I haven't gotten Emerald yet. So that was kind of a long string to get anywhere else.
Yeah. Pulled it up pretty.
And it was a pretty late Amber as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunate what happened to
yeah,
Clyde. What did happen there?
Basically, he got into Light Torvis Temple, rolled under the ship that takes off. He boosted under it, and somehow that caused it to freak out and like sort of shoot up into the sky. I missed this because I was looking at you while that happened, but basically the pirates got like shot all the way up into the sky, too far for him to shoot and kill. So he was soft locked in that room until they killed. And according to Dark Zero, sometimes they eventually come back down, but I guess it was taking too long. Or
dang.
Yeah. So that was a soft lock, and he hadn't saved for a while. So, yeah.
It's real rough. I was really worried because I was skipping a lot of saves towards the end, and I was coming up on a room I've crashed in twice, and I was like, there was a save station just like 5 seconds ago, and I forgot to take it.
Yeah.
Like in underneath Torvis Temple, if you don't do the pirate fight, there's a chance the super missile door will crash. I'm not entirely sure why. It might have something to do with just pressing R. It might have something to do with the SD card. I don't know.
Yeah, I think some of it has to do, like maybe, like for example, Central Area Transport West. I hear that power bombing item up top, or the crates up top, and then going down and once you go out the. Usually, I'd stay more. That keeps it from crashing. Crashes in.
Interesting.
I'm not sure how they happen.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
Speaking of Central Area Transport West, I was a little confused. I don't know exactly where the trigger is, but sometimes that cannonball shooter just gets locked by Echo Visor. I think
sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't like, even when you go towards the door, like trigger it to lock. Sometimes it doesn't always do that. So I don't know what triggers that event to happen.
It's gotta be some plane like right next to the platform, because I sometimes jump off of the platform to scan the lore like I did this time, and I go back in and the shooter is just open. It's just fine. But I guess I went too far and unloaded the room or something.
Oh, I don't know. It could be some event, maybe a boss or something. Sure.
I'll have to look into that. So that cost a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And by the way, Spider was required again today.
Isn't it always?
Yeah.
Pretty
much. Yeah, I was gonna check the item in the tunnel exiting Spider Guardian, but I was like, Dynamo Works has a suit and a temple key, and then I read the Keybearer Corpse, and it just said that Hive Dynamo Works had a suit, and I guess I misread the first hint.
Yeah, I don't remember where it was Light Suit.
Light Suit was in Hive Dynamo Works. Dark Suit.
No, I mean, wasn't required at all. I don't remember.
Light Suit was required for Feeding Pit, yes.
Okay, that's right.
Although power bombs were not required. I never found main power bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting to see.
Yeah, you get that every once in a while.
Yeah, seems kind of in between on the scale of good to bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the double fit earlier tonight where
was there?
somebody killed Powerbomb Guardian without getting the item, and a key was in Dark Places.
Ooh.
So yeah, there's a lot of weird like
That's
that.
Really bad.
Yeah. This game's a mystery, man. Learn something new every day, and you get.
It's a good thing I never checked what that item was. I always just blindly grab it, walking backwards into it. Yeah. Of course, I usually scan the Keybearer in main reactor first, but still, it's something to watch out for the future for sure.
Yeah, so it's best to know you don't. I checked it. Realized it's recorded. Well, do you have any closing thoughts?
Well, I'm just gonna check out some VODs from the other races. I hear Bash's race just finished up as well.
So yeah, should have.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, we have to check that out.
That's the one I wanted to check out. Let's see, did Kirby play earlier today?
Yeah, Kirby
tonight.
Let me see. Yeah, Kirby raced Caesar earlier today at 1. That's the one I caught. And then let's see, we have.
Well, spoilers. It could have been an upset. I don't know.
Oh wait. Yeah, no, there's no more for the night. Crate Slayer and Bash Prime is. Yeah, so.
Right, Mr. Miguel was gonna.
Yeah, Miguel and Dev canceled, so we might see those two later on this. but we don't have an official time for that yet. So if you're actually, is there a command for the Prime Rando Discord that I could put in chat?
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah.
How about it, chat? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do that if it's there.
I'll try
Yeah.
this.
Otherwise, I would just actually I'll just put an invite in.
Darn.
Oh, there it
Didn't work.
is. Oh wait, no. Okay. Let me
I tried.
give a I'll post an invite in there and that one. Invite people. Copy.
Hopefully you don't get banned for posting links.
Well, they allow you to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's the Discord link to the Metroid Prime and Echoes randomizer server, where you'll be able to check the schedule. They'll have resources where you can even try the randomizers out yourself and play them.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I forget the initial reason I brought. Yeah, follow our runners, JaggerG and Clyde.
Ooh.
Put in a good effort tonight. And, yeah, be sure to stay tuned for more races. And until then, I've been Op82. And thanks for watching. See you next mission.
See you.